Hi everyone, I am Jack Red. Originally yesterday I tried getting a video on Google. It would have been my thoughts on Total Recall for the NES. And if you give me a moment, I'm going to not only remake it and make sure it gets on the internet this time, but I'm going to sum up my whole experience of the game as I did yesterday. So I'm going to start off by saying that Game Throwers made a list of top 10 worst movie games of all time, and this right here still haven't got topped by Total Recall NES version. Now, The Fifth Element is a good movie. The game, sure, it sucked, but put this in consideration. You can play as Corbin Dallas, who has a gun and can throw grenades, or you can play as Leewu with a little fist in some levels. She was fun to play as too. There's also the Chris Tucker voice, which was the big highlight of the whole game, and there's scenes from the movie in there, so I really like that. When it came to Total Recall of the game, here's the thing: it has a little resemblance to the movie, and it just pisses me off that I noticed some nitpicks at the game. For instance, in some parts of the game, they keep repeating patterns. They keep repeating the patterns, and it's like, oh God, are they going to do something else for a change? I mean, they do this a lot. Even on the last level, they do this. And when it comes to the bosses, none pissed me off even more than Lenny off the movie. Which my favorite line comes in, "Hey Lenny, screw you." So, you know, it's still one of my favorite movies by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, I can name a lot. I like that, the Governor in. He's a good actor. And he's a good governor of California, so. The point is, I played this game, and it's a tragedy. I can't even describe this. I mean, okay, there's a level that if there's these enemies that can move their shots, they go around. They're kind of like that. I mean, I'm not talking about the things you see in the X-ray, but I'm talking about the ones that if they're shot at the window, there's a good chance you could get sucked in the window, killing you instantly. Oh yeah, getting the extra life in this game is a joke. And the movie you're watching on getting that, it's the ending credits. I mean, whose bright idea was that? I mean, I'd rather just watch the movie and not give a damn about the game. Okay? I really do. I mean, the gun in this game could have been better. Tac dogs, I didn't really notice any tac dogs in the movie, didn't you? It's like, okay, there's a bullring guy, there's a flamethrower, there's a woman with massive cocktails, and bums. Who even seen a bum in Total Recall? Did anyone? Nope. I mean, it's like, okay, it's like for somewhere NES game, okay, somewhere in terms of here's this idea, not somewhere as in a very similar game. I mean, Back to the Future game on NES, also on the list, is pretty bad. I mean, they put numerous enemies in there, even though there are some levels are real pain. I mean, the ones that you gotta get 99, and I'm like, oh, you can't be serious, 99? God, that's impossible. It really is impossible. And the DeLorean, if you screw up once, you're fucked. So, when it comes to Total Recall, I played it yesterday. Okay, it ain't the first time I played it, and it ain't the first time I beat it, but it's the first time I failed at the end. Yeah, there's two references to another role of the Governor. His role in the Terminator series. Sure, he did different model Terminators, but his role is pretty much the same. Well, with the positive exception of the original, he was actually an evil Terminator. I mean, okay, there's this one line where it says on the continue screen, on the very bottom, it says, "I'll be back." And then there's this line that if you, okay, for the last boss, if you don't jump up and shoot and make sure it hits the last boss, who, by the way, is the guy who dies at the end of the movie, then, and destroy the thing, you basically are effed. Yep, and it says, your game has been terminated. I'm like, yeah, my eyes open up. And I couldn't believe they had their own little line in the whole thing. I mean, terminate your game? What kind of bullshit is that? I mean, seriously. I mean, it made me so mad that I was like, oh, screw this game. I mean, I played it this far. I hadn't even played it with the infinite health code because the game is nearly impossible. And that's the truth. And yes, I took on the Bum King with only my bare fist, which is really annoying to do. And what I had to let you know that if you do ever get interested or even curious to see how bad this game is, do yourself a favor, stay the hell away from it. Okay? Stay the hell away from it. It's not worth your time. I know. You can probably tell me I could have did a lot worse for games like E.T. for instance. Yeah, I could have did that. I wouldn't be as pissed off doing that as doing Superman 64, but you don't see me complaining about. You don't see me constantly complaining about it all over the internet saying, oh, the videos have some divine connection between them, only by a specific thing I said. You know, the point is, I'm really getting sick and tired of games like this. I mean, this is one of the games where you think you know it, and in the end, you're basically out. Another thing I hated about Total Recall, besides the guys in the trash cans, enemies that can be taken down with a punch, the drive-bys, the punches in the wall, which reminds me of Wipeout with the boxing gloves, is this was a big one. Okay, you take on the first boss, and then the guy comes and shoots. You have to get out the room while he's still shooting. I'm like, oh, you can't be serious. This is like, okay, I don't know how to open the door in Dragon's Lair in the NES version, and if I walk in it, I die. So I'll see y'all later. Hope you enjoy the video.